Concrete requires molding in order to acquire a certain shape, and this mold is what is referred to as formwork or shutter. The cornerstone of any successful construction project, concrete formwork ensures structural safety and security at almost every stage of the operation. Whatever the size or scope of your Perth building project, investing in solid formwork is important for many reasons, and we're going to tell you why. Formwork is the structure, usually temporary, used to contain poured concrete and to mold it to the required dimensions and supports until it is able to support itself. It consists primarily of the face contact material and the bearers that directly support the face contact material. The construction of formwork takes time and involves the expenditure of up to 20 to 25% of the cost of the structure, or even more. The design of these temporary structures is made for economic expenditure. The operation of removing the formwork is known as stripping. Stripped formwork can be reused. Reusable forms are known as panel forms, and non-usable forms are called stationary forms. Timber is the most common material used for formwork. The disadvantage of timber formwork is that it will warp, swell, and shrink. The application of water impermeable caust to the surface of wood mitigates these defects. The design and construction of formwork must consider both safety and the required surface finish. The formwork must be rigid and tight enough to prevent cement slurry loss from fresh concrete or the formation of fins and honeycombing on the surface. Formwork and its supports keep their correct shapes and profiles so that the final concrete structure stays within the specified dimensional tolerances. They must be built to withstand the combination of self-weight, reinforcement weight, wet concrete weight, concrete pressure, construction and weather loads, as well as all incidental dynamic effects caused by placing, vibrating, and compacting the concrete. The reinforcement steel shall never be tied to or supported by the formwork. All horizontal and vertical formwork joints on the exposed surface must be staggered in order for the joint lines to be visible. The size of such panels must be approved by the engineer in charge before they are used in the construction of the works if the contractor proposes to make up the formwork from standard-sized manufactured formwork panels. The finished appearance of the entire elevation of the structure and adjoining structures shall be considered when planning the pattern of joint lines caused by formwork and by construction joints to ensure continuity of horizontal and vertical lines. Formwork importance. No doubt formwork is essential for any construction. Its main advantage is that it can't be replaced with any other technology. Using formwork, concrete structures can be constructed quickly and in the most affordable way. During all construction work periods, a formwork offers appropriate access and working platforms that considerably enhance workers' scaffold safety. Formwork helps in lowering the timeline and costs of the project by lowering the floor-to-floor construction cycle time, which means more projects can fulfill their budgetary demands. Formwork facilitates construction managers to offer exact on-time shuttering and deshuttering of formwork resources, which results in improving project effectiveness and resource usage. Formwork is mainly associated with concrete. It helps in producing a smooth finished surface of the concrete. It provides good structural safety by offering solutions against all overlay loads, producing exceptionally safe and practical structures. Components of formwork: ties. A tie is a tensile unit used to connect opposite sides of formwork. It serves as a balanced connection or is used to resist the effective pressure of fresh concrete. Braces. Braces are used to keep the formwork upright by deterring form deflection under lateral pressure. Studs. Studs in the formwork are used to support sheathing panels and make a framework to keep them in position. Sheathing. Sheathing panel is used to keep the concrete in its required shape and position until it sets and hardens. Wales. Wales are horizontal propping members that are placed against sheathing to directly resist sheathing pressure. Battens. Battens are vertical members in the formwork which keep cleats and wales uptight and in position. Footing. Footing is the bottommost member which supports the entire formwork. Requirements of a good formwork. It is very important that the formwork is well supported and strong enough to bear all loads applied to it. Formwork must be aligned and braced well from all sides to keep its original shape. It should be watertight to prevent the leakage of cement grout. It should be constructed in a proper way so that at the removal stage, concrete can be safe. The formwork material must be available locally, cheap, and can be used more than one time. Try to keep it lightweight as possible to prevent the extra load on supports, especially in horizontal shuttering. Lightweight formwork also can help to reduce labor costs or efforts. It must be fixed in line and levels as per the drawing. Formwork material should not be damaged or rusted, which affects the quality of concrete finishing. Types of formwork. There are several types of formwork used in construction. Plywood formwork. Plywood formwork is one of remolded, timber resin bonded plywood sheets attached to timber frames to make up panels of the required sizes. It is strong, flexible, and easy to handle. Its life is too short compared to other materials. Timber formwork. Timber formwork is the most common type of formwork among all others. Timber forms are extensively used in construction since the ancient period. Timber formwork is the oldest type of form used in construction. Steel formwork. Steel formwork has become more popular due to its strength, durability, and repetitive reuse for a long period. Steel formwork is costly for small work but can be used for a large number of projects. Steel shuttering offers a smooth surface finish to concrete compared to timber formwork. It can be used for circular or curved structures such as tanks, columns, chimneys, sewers, tunnels, and retaining walls. Advantages of steel formwork: strong, durable, and longer life. It offers a smooth finish to the surface of the member. It is completely waterproof or moisture-proof and minimises the honeycombing effect. It can be reused more than 100 times. Steel formwork can be fixed and removed with greater ease. Plastic formwork. Plastic formworks are lightly weighted, interlocking systems, and can be used more than 100 times. It can be used for a normal concrete construction. This type of formwork is now becoming popular for similar shapes and large housing schemes. Advantages of plastic formwork. Plastic forms are light in weight and hence require less handling cost. It can be utilized in the large concrete section. If careful installation and use, multiple reuses are possible, making it highly economical. Before pouring concrete to slab, you must first place the formwork. Formwork for slab. Formwork for slabs, also known as decking or form decking, is used to support and contain the concrete during the construction of horizontal slabs. Here are the key components and steps involved. 1. Joists or beams, horizontal supports for the formwork system. 2. Stringers, parallel members aligning and supporting formwork panels. 3. Formwork panels, flat surfaces creating the slab structure. 4. Props or shoring, vertical supports carrying the formwork and concrete load. 5. Formwork accessories, clamps, wedges, bolts, and nuts for assembly. 6. Reinforcement, steel bars or mesh enhancing slab strength. That is all about formwork or shuttering for today. Hope you have acquired an idea of what formwork is. Subscribe.